So this is a BMW K1300S that I think I'm going to sell. I've had it for 9 years, probably been out on it 5 times. I bought it as a, well, I bought it because I thought it would be the best thing in the world. I passed my test. I got a Suzuki GSX-F. Oh, hang on a minute. Anyway, I banned it with fairings. So it was either, I think it was a GSX 1250 FA. Anyway, I had that and I loved it, and I thought this would be the same but better, and it wasn't really. I realised that I should have got something smaller. This has got too much power. It's too much for me anyway, but it's got all the technology. You've got the dual lever suspension, different modes on the shocks, traction control, ABS, heated grips, all that sort of stuff. But anyway, I bought it. It was quite high miles, and it was a sort of a bit of a project because I've done a few things with it. I painted it, so it's on a maintenance charger here, and it's covered up, but you can see there's still a little bit of cobwebs on it. But let's see if I can get it out anyway, and I'll go through why I think it might be a good buy for somebody. I don't know when these things got put in here, but okay. So what did I do on it? I think I put new discs on. There was something, I'm thinking back 9 years now, there was something that I was chasing down noises left, right and centre. I'm a bit OCD like that, and it turns out there were nothing, but I was anything that could move. So the discs move on these bobbins, so I put new bobbins on it as well as new discs, because basically the discs could rock slightly. There was no clamp holding the battery down, so I just sort of bent a bit of aluminium there. But I was trying to chase down all these things in here, but I forget what it was in the end, but it was nothing. It was something daft. Just you know, when you hit a bump, there was a bit of just a shuffling noise. It was bugging me. To be honest, that's the other thing I've not liked about this bike. It's just noisy. Like, even at idle, the engines are a bit screechy, and that is normal. It's got a Remus pipe on it. I went out and obtained a factory pipe just to see if it was nice as a quieter, refined bike. But in the end, it's better as a missile than it is as a little cruiser, I think. Well, it's not little, by any stretch of the imagination anyway. I'll put my phone somewhere. There's not much room on that side. I know this isn't plugged in, but it was plugged in recently. It actually had a new battery probably 6 months ago, just because I thought, well, I might go out on it. But I bought a Street Triple, and I really like it. So, needs a bit of a dusting. We're a bit of an uphill. I don't want to start it because you won't be able to hear me talk. So obviously you've got the typical powder coating corrosion. I've put these things on, can't think the name. So I painted everything, and it's got a matte clear on it. So a proper 2-pack paint, 2-pack clear over a, you know, regular like solvent base coat. I've noted down what it is. It's a random combination. So I went to the paint shop, which is gone now. It was a place in Trafford Park. This is all just nothing, by the way. I went to this place in Trafford Park and I showed him a picture. I said, can you mix me something like that? And he went, I'll have a go. And he came back with something completely different, and I just went with it. But I wrote down what it was, the ratio. It's 2 Capchi paints. I've got a note of what it is. And then I used a 2-pack matte clear. And it's come out pretty good. Well, yeah, no, it's come out great. So I did all the panels. I was going to take these off and paint them at some point, just repainting them black, like well, any sort of black really, but I've got a one that doesn't use a clear. It's just like a 2-pack black enamel-y paint sort of thing. So I was going to do that, but it never happened. But I mean, when it's clean, when she's clean, she looks great. So it's got xenons, you know, HID bulbs in it. The ballast is tucked away in here somewhere, and here, and it's not just throwing it in, it's not rattling around everywhere, it's all okay. It's got heli bars, risers. I've obviously got the original bars, but it's got heli bars. When I got it, the switch gear here was horrible, really wobbly, so I bought a new switchgear unit. The mirrors, when I got it, you see how they're on a, see if I can show you, they're on a spring and an indent, so they stay out, yeah, right. And when I got it, that was worn out, so as soon as you hit 50 miles an hour, the wind took them in. So I got new mirrors for it. I think these were best part of £200 each. So it's had new mirrors, it's got the heli bars. I had somebody work on the clutch for me, the guy on one of the forums. I sent him the clutch basket, he reworked it, new springs and rivets, and it had a new set of, I think they were Barnett clutch plates. I can't remember if they had to be modified to work or something, but it was a known thing, standard thing. Yeah, what else? The ball joints. I did both ball joints on the duo lever, did that myself. There's a place in Germany doing them for not too bad money. I did put a YouTube video when I did it a long time ago, well 9 years ago. So even though it's got 60,000 miles, and you know, yes you've got powder coat, you've got aluminium corrosion going on, you know, engine casing and stuff. And here, the tyres, okay, they're a bit old, but they've had no use now. So I put new tyres on it, and yes, I should have had it on the centre stand, but I haven't. That's another thing, the bushing on the centre stand was worn out. So I said I was trying to trace down anything that could possibly make a noise or a rattle over bumps. So I took the centre stand off, and there's a tube, a bushing tube, just a metal tube that was, no, actually it wasn't a tube, it was the stand itself where the tube goes in. It sort of ovaled out a bit, and I can fix that. I've got a lathe, milling machine, I can weld, I can certainly weld well enough to fix that. So I can find that, I can go with it. So yeah, so it's got xenons plus an LED here, new mirrors, LED bars, clutch has been worked on. Obviously it's got the usual shit. Oh yeah, I forgot that. I don't know why, but for some reason I thought the front shock might have been no good, or might not have been changing modes or something. I've probably still got the original, but anyway, I bought a Wilbur's shock, so it's a Wilbur's 630. I was checking my emails yesterday. I think I paid like 600 euros for it, and they're about 800 euros now, obviously inflation and stuff. But yeah, it's manually adjustable though, so when you adjust your suspension here now, it is only doing the rear. I think that's the deal. Couldn't tell you for sure on that, but yeah, essentially it's got an unused, I can't say brand new because it's 9 years old, but it's got an unused Wilbur's 630 shock on the front. Obviously I have that panel, that's just off so it can charge. Don't know where it is. I'm trying to think if I've done anything else to it. I think I may, I don't know if I put these on the end. That can go with it. I do have the original. Usually there's a BMW roundel in there, but this is a. Look, oh, I've got a little buddy. You still alive? Don't think so. Oh, no. Fuck's sake. What was I saying? Yes, it's got a RAM mount or whatever that is. It's a ball mount for your phone. And a charger there, sorry. I think the charger, a bit unsophisticated, but I just unplug it. Because it's 12 volts to 5 volts, so there is a DC converter in there which can sap some power. So you see there, it's just on there's a water cap. There's a cap on it, and it's just a case of, you know, you plug it in, there you go. Now, obviously that's not USB-C because we're talking 9 years ago. So that's what these are here, the smaller wires. It's got all the keys. Got so many keys. Shit, I've left them in the house. Yeah, it's got like 3 sets of keys. It's got like a plastic valet key or something. It's got a remote control for its built-in alarm. I'm gutted I've left the key. I was about to start it up. Smoked indicators. Don't know if I did that or if the previous guy did. But it runs great. Fans work. I've heard some people say they have fan problems. I mean, your temperatures do creep on a really hot day if you're stuck in traffic. See, I've stuck a bit of rubber there. Again, I told you I was a bit OCD on anything that might possibly make a noise. I've literally just taken a half of a piece of radiator hose, and I thought, well, maybe that's me. Maybe that can rattle, so I shoved it in there. It's absolutely fine. It's just me. I've actually got a spare set of panels, and I've had it hovering in its cellophane for 7 years. I've got the BMW decal, the K1300S, but stupidly I bought them in black, and then I realised black on almost black, so I've never used them. But yeah, don't know where they are actually. They might be in here, or nah, they're far away, but as in like they're in a garage attic or something. But I've got definitely new side fairings. I don't have a spare nose, but I've got spare side fairings and this bit, just because I thought I might do another paint job. But I mean, I love the way that came out. If you see, look at this, the sort of matte sparkle. It looks cool. I don't think there's anywhere where it's too flat or anything like that. Maybe there's a bit less sparkle here, but no, I think the paint came out great. Yeah, so I think it's on about 60,000 miles. I wish I had the key. I'm gonna have to go in the house and get the key. One second. Yeah, okay, back in a moment. Right, I'm back with the key now, or one of the keys. Like I say, I think there's 2 keys that are like loose, and then there's this set. There's two remotes somewhere. I'd have to find them. Oh yeah, smoked screen as well. I did put fresh fuel in it recently. Like I was looking last night, it's cheaper for me to insure this than anything else. I don't understand that at all. So I actually fancy an XSR 700. I want something smaller and lighter. I've got a Street 765R, Street Triple R 765, 2021, and I love that. And I guess it's like guitars. I want something else, but something else that I might use. This is too big. It's too powerful. It's not one for pootling around town. It's not one for doing 30 miles an hour in. I find it hard to maintain steady throttle at very low speed. I don't know if it's a shaft drive or if it's I think it's a deceleration fuel cut off, you know, the emissions thing. It's like cuts fuel as soon as you're off. But yeah, I want an XSR 700. Tiny little scratch there. Well, I think I do anyway. But yeah, it's insurance on one of those, because I'd have to say I've got no claims bonus because I'm already using it on the Triumph. Insurance on one of those is like 220 fully comp, whereas this I can get for 160, and third party I can get for 80 quid. So that's all about. But that got me thinking, well, sod it, I'll just insure this and have a blast on it. But yeah, I don't know. So there you go, so it's under 60,000 miles. Neutral. Xenon main or a HID main, an LED, and then halogens for the pass light. Needs a bit of shite blowing out of there, but it's not corrosion. I think it's just something's landed in there. The headlight unit looks good to me. I don't know if you can hear me still, by the way. Let me see if I can get a better view. It does look good. I can't deny that looks pretty freaking cool in that colour scheme. It's like a titanium. It's like a metallic matte titanium. I'm looking at it now, I'm thinking I don't want to sell it. I do have the saddlebags. They're not in amazing condition, just a bit scuffed and stuff, but yeah, I do have them. See what I mean about the whiny noise? So tiny attention to detail. I put dark screws here and all the silver ones at the bottom. Oh yeah, I changed the pegs as well. They're not original. It's got a quick shifter. It's got an extra bit on the side stand because they're tiny, so this just makes it bigger. This is an accessory socket, like a charging socket, which obviously I'm not using. I think it is anyway. Yeah, pretty sure it is. I've got the decibel insert for that. As I said, not really one for noise sometimes, so it came with this. I waited and shopped. I think I contacted UMS and I had to, or the distributor, one of the distributors, and that insert cost me something like 50 quid and a long wait to get, and I took it out in the end anyway. It shoots flames sometimes. That's what I was trying to do then, that's why I revved it quite high, because I thought we might get a little flame out the back, which is pretty cool. We didn't do it that time. So yeah, I was going to just keep this forever. I thought, well, it's got high miles on it, probably no one will want it, it's a project, I painted it, I've done a lot to it, I have no use for the money really, but mentally I'm not allowing myself to buy another bike. I will allow myself to swap, to get rid of one and get another, so that's the deal. So here we go. Look, I'm just seeing the worst of the aluminium corrosion. You know, the powder coat peeling. It's not a problem, is it? Doesn't really matter. But that's like the worst there. So we've got Pilot Road 4. Like I say, it's been on a while, but done no miles, pretty much. Same here on the front. Yes, it's got cobwebs on it. That Wilbur's shock, you can just about see back there. I don't know how this works. It indicates slashing there. I don't know what that does. I don't know. Read the book. Yeah, so that's that. Does look damn cool. Yeah, don't know, you know, I'm looking at that now, I'm thinking that's a mean machine. Just needs a gentle clean. I'm sure the pads are good. I'm sure when I did the discs I probably put new pads in, it's been a while. Honestly, I can't remember. Okay, that's that then. Cheers.